Okay, I've acquired an old 47 Ford truck windshield. It comes in two pieces. Here's the two pieces right here sitting up on top of the Rambler. Basically that just kind of gives us a chance to see how tall it is. I can see how high my head is behind the windshield. That's pretty good. If I wanted to, I could put a little, thing. But I'm going to have some kind of top up here. So I can make a little
You can't see through the windshield though, can you? You're looking over it. Well, yeah.
I think the way this fit is that it had a rubber seal that went over the windshield, and then the rubber seal, the other side of it, went over this notch. Somebody who had this car before I did built this dash, which actually is a pretty cool dash, but what they did was they welded the metal right up to the top of the notch, so that notch is in effect not usable, because there's no way you can slide the rubber seal down on there unless I cut this out and sort of re-expose that notch across there. I guess one of the good things about it is that they did not weld it all the way across. See, here's a piece of metal here, but my notch is pretty much intact here and all the way across. There's a little bit of welding over there, but it's pretty, I think it's going to be pretty easy to restore the window track. There's a post that should be here in the middle. I don't have the post, and I don't even know if that's a removable post from the original truck. And the other thing, I think the original truck probably had a bunch of inside window molding that screwed into the old dash, which is gone. Somebody has, if I reach up under here, there's not a dash under here anymore. It's been cut out. Anyway, in fact, if I can get my camera up in there, probably not enough light to see it, but I like what they did. This is like a 28 Dodge dash that they put in here, and I like that, and I even like this little kind of thing here, and I'd like to keep that, but I think what I'm going to have to do is notch this down so that my window track will fit in here, build me a new centerpiece over here, probably fabricate something to go around the top. When I sit in there, that windshield is about high enough so that if I scooch down a little bit, I can sort of get behind it, and if I sit up real straight, I can look over the top of it. It would be ideal in a way if it was a little taller, for the sake of protecting me from catching bugs and stuff like that in the face, but on the other hand, if it was a little taller, it would also get to looking pretty gonky pretty quick. So it really couldn't be a lot taller and still look cool. So, and I wouldn't want it to be any shorter, because then I definitely would be catching bugs and stuff that flies off the front tire and things like that. What I might can do up on top is put a kind of a little angled piece of metal to deflect whatever comes flying along at the top of the windshield. But those are all things I'm going to have to figure out, and that's going to be a pretty good project. I'm not going to start on it today, because the first thing I'm going to do is get the rubber piece that goes here, and I'm going to call the guys that took the windshield out of the truck and find out if that center post is removable, and if it is, see if I can get them to send me the center post, and maybe get them to send me the interior molding pieces, and then maybe with all of those pieces make it a little easier for me to figure out how to put something together to make that work. Of course, if I can't get that stuff, I'll wind up making it all, which will be kind of interesting and fun, although pretty challenging, but we'll see how that goes. Another thing it's probably good to do is go ahead and finish my wiring before I get the windshield in here, because right now I can reach down through here, get to everything on the back of my dash, and reach over here and work on the front and back at the same time. Once that windshield's in the way, I won't be able to do that so much, and that's kind of high on my list, is to get all my gauges set in place, get all my wiring straightened up and pretty, instead of having it looking like a bunch of spaghetti like it looks right now. Have it all look kind of neat and organized, and get my little switch box in there and all that fun stuff. So I don't know if I'll work on any of that today. I got some other projects I need to do, but that's what I'm looking at and thinking about as far as the hot rod goes for right now, and we'll work from there.